So, John, the candidates have been through the testing, they have passed all three of the tests to the standard we're looking for, and then on the same day they're being interviewed in the afternoon usually. So can you give us a few tips around the interview itself?
Yeah, I'd expect a candidate, when they come into the interview, to be confident, calm, not arrogant, not complacent, but show a level of understanding about the process, being researched, just preparing thoroughly for the process.
And in regards to the interview questions, is there any information you can give us about those or what they may be on?
The questions themselves will be competency based, so it will relate to situations and scenarios. It will be based around their application form, and what it's trying to do is we're trying to get a full picture of the individual. So we know what they're academically capable of, and they pass the test in the morning, but we want to see as an individual what skills that they have gained from their work experience, from life skills, from social activities and committees, etc. So it's a rounded process, and we're trying to gauge from that individual, what they're like really.
And I guess another tip would be maybe to review their application, obviously, as well.
Absolutely. They get copies of the application form sent back to them when they apply to us. So there's no reason why they shouldn't have that and be able to review it and go through it and thoroughly prepare. I think also from another point of view, in terms of interview tips, research the clients that we work for. There are 12 firms that we recruit for. It's not an easy choice to make. So you need to really research, look at the firms, go on their websites, look at what they offer, and also research the qualification that you're expected to do as well. It's quite a tough qualification, and you need to be sure that you're fully committed and prepared for what may eventually come in the future.
And we spoke in an earlier video about first impressions and body language. Anything you wanted to say on that in regards to the interview itself?
Yes, I think in terms of body language, always be sat upright, be calm, be confident. Find yourself a suitable position to sit in and kind of remain in it. Perhaps mirror the interviewer and the way they're sitting. I wouldn't slouch on a desk. I wouldn't put your hand on your face. You want to be shown as being enthusiastic and engaged with your interviewer. So, you want to give them good eye contact as well. And obviously answer the questions as fully as you can. I think the other point I'd like to make is that if you're asked a question, answer it to the best of your ability, but don't overdo it. Don't over-answer it and go off on perhaps tangents, etc.
And in regards to sort of language, anything you wanted to say around that at all?
Yeah, I think, again, in this scenario, you need to be professional at all times. So use the language that you would expect to use if you were speaking to a client or to a customer if you work in a shop, etc. Don't use slang. Don't use inappropriate language at those particular times.
Yeah, and I think also around the use of unnecessary jargon as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I guess we've spoken about using layman's terms, if you like, so I guess that's what we would expect from our candidates as well.
Indeed. I mean, if the candidate goes on to work for a firm, they're going to be going to see clients that won't understand technical aspects of the accountancy profession, in perhaps accounts or audits or tax or whatever. So they need to be able to relay it to them in layman's terms, and that's what we're looking for as well, because we're certainly asking them questions about things to do with their university degree. They may be able to explain it to us, but I may not necessarily understand all the concepts of what they've learned, so I need them to be able to explain it in a way that I can understand and that they can tell me about.